Yeah, I mean, look, one barometer people have of impartiality is the panels that you see on Question Time. And for the last full year that figures are available, apparently there were 28 panellists from non-dom or foreign-owned overseas billionaire sort of media outlets. 28 of those, and only 6 from centrist or centre-left. And I'm counting from Private Eye to the Daily Mirror, Novara and Vice Media. Doesn't that look massively unbalanced? Anyway.
I'm sorry to say I'm totally unaware of that data and where it's come from. All I know is that, so I'd be very interested to see it, but all I know is that the Question Time team, which is incredibly expert in this, spends a lot of time spinning a lot of plates in the air, trying to make sure that its panels are gender representative, are ethnically diverse, are geographically disparate. So all of those factors are taken into account on a weekly basis, and over time, the Question Time team aspires to get a genuinely representative range of people with all sorts of different views on their panels. So I'm not aware of that piece of analysis. I'm very, very happy to have a look at it and see whether there's any inherent bias in what they're doing. But
again, more figures from that same year, 22-23. 6 trade unionists, so these are people who represent millions and millions of working people, but 13 business people, the man from Sainsbury's, the man from Iceland, you see them pop up every week. 6 trade unionists only. It doesn't look right. And again, you said political balance. If you think about it, the Green Party are in power in Scotland. They have 1 MP in this place. I'm sure we don't see them as much as the 35 appearances Nigel Farage has done. Tice comes on a lot. Do you know what I mean? It feels like they're called Reform now, aren't they? That they're quite a regular fixture. Whereas parties they've never had anyone actually elected to Parliament. Do you know what I mean? It feels they have a lot of airtime from you guys.
Well, you're talking about the numbers of appearances by Nigel Farage over a very, very long period of time. If you totalled up all of the Green Party appearances over that same period of time, I'm sure it would come to a significant number as well. So I think you have to be really careful about comparing apples with apples and pears with pears here, making sure that you've got the right sorts of comparisons. I mean, I'm very happy to take the figures away and take them to Question Time and ask them whether they think they've managed to fulfil the requirements.
Do notice Melanie Phillips the other week, she's been on 28 times, Piers Morgan, people like that, 23 times. I mean, I know you want shock jock people for a bit of value who say something controversial, but still, you do have in your charter educate, inform, entertain, all that stuff. And yes. I think that would be worth taking away and looking at.
Well, certainly, if you've got data which I haven't seen or which the Question Time team haven't seen, we'll certainly be happy to take it to the Question Time team and ask them to talk about, and if necessary, even drop you a line and explain what where they're coming from.
Click here for The Future is Cancelled.